We are live. What's going on, family? Today is a very big day. I'm going to be learning Loopback. So Loopback is an audio routing software, and I've been trying to figure it out for the longest time. Today, going to figure it out. So going to be watching this video by Kirk Nugget. I have a link attached in the description for those that also may want to use Loopback, and going to be figuring this video out live. This video is not sponsored. This is learning. Let's do it.
There are some quibbles and quirks in making it work. There's some things you got to understand. And in this crash course, we're going to walk through all of those pieces just for you. Let's dive in. So here we are on the desktop. And the first thing I want to say again, that keep in mind, if you are not on a Mac, Loopback will not work for you, but there is a Voice Meter Banana, and I'm going to leave a link to that in the description, and a colleague's video that really covers that well. If you are on a Windows machine, Voice Meter Banana operates fairly similarly to first thing I want to share, of course, is the trick of the trade with Loopback is you're creating virtual microphones. And those microphones are then available to your entire computer wherever you are. You can see those microphones in the list. The default microphone that Loopback comes with is called the pass-through microphone, and that's what you're seeing on screen right now. It's called pass-through. And every microphone that you have that you turn on right here, you see how these mics are all on. That means they are now available in the list for you to be able to select. The pass-through microphone is a little tricky. Available in turn on right here, pass through, and every microphone that you
I didn't hear that part.
turn on right here, you see how these mics are all on. That means they are now available in the list for you to be able to select. The pass-through microphone is a little tricky in that it acts as both a target and a source, target or destination and a source, meaning it is both a input, right? That's a source, and an output. That's the destination. That means it's both a speaker, right, and a microphone. And so it shows up in both places. And you could use it to, say, grab audio that you're playing from, let's say, your Stream Deck, or maybe QuickTime or Spotify. You have an app that's on your computer, you're playing audio, you would simply select that microphone as your speaker. And so here we go into sound settings. And you'll see in sound settings, you can select your input and output, right? It would help if I click the thing. So we have it here. You can see here, output it settings. The app that's on your Stream Deck, or maybe QuickTime or Spotify. You have an app that's on your computer. You're playing audio. You would simply select that microphone as your speaker. And so here we go into sound settings, and you'll see in sound settings, you can select your input and output, right? It would help if I click the thing. So we have it here. You can see here, output and input. Output, this is where my audio will go to. And you can see in this list that I have the pass-through mic available to me here. And it even says virtual. Pass-through mic is available both on input and output. You see that pass-through mic is available there too. And so if I were to select that as my output for the audio on my computer, I could also then in Zoom go to my microphone and select pass-through mic.
This is the gold part. This is what I've been trying to figure out for the longest time, how to have sounds come in through Zoom.
As my microphone, as my input. And so that's how you would get that audio to go that way. Most people are not going to utilize it. So I just wanted to explain it to you so you know what it is. But you can easily just turn it off and it will not be available on your system and it will confuse you. Many of us are going to have to create our microphones. And so we're going to create one simply by coming right here to the bottom that says new virtual device. And we click that, it automatically comes and looking like this. Loopback audio. So we're just going to call this new mic. And in the new mic, you always have a pass-through.
Okay. We're going to do it live. Right now I have Ableton on. I wonder what that's linking through. Let me go to Loopback so you guys can see it. So right now I have Ableton there. I'm going to go just by virtue of following everything step by step. Create a new one. How do I rename it? Technology. Let's see here, edit. It's not that important, Razaak. It doesn't have to have another name. Okay, let's keep watching the video.
The pass-through is already there, and I am telling you right now, get rid of it. Just get rid of it. You have a pass-through mic already, so just get rid of that pass-through piece, because you don't want that. You want to be able to just now always have a pass-through. The pass-through is already there, and I am telling you right now, get rid of it.
What did he click to get rid of it?
The pass-through is already there, and I am telling you right now, get rid of it.
Okay, so delete button down there. Okay. Oh, the background water in the stream I think is working. I need bird. Does that bird sounds in there too? There are. Focus.
Just get rid of it. You have a pass-through mic already, so just get rid of that pass-through piece, because you don't want that. You want to be able to culminate, basically take all of these. So one of the things analogies that I like to use right here is consider yourself as packing a suitcase.
Okay.
You're packing this microphone is your suitcase. What are the things you're going to need at that destination? And so if this microphone is going to be used for my web apps like EVMux, what are the things that I would want in that microphone? Well, the first one would be, of course, my microphone. And so here you can see the Rodecaster Pro. I'm going to select that, and you can even see my audio already on screen. You can go to the options, and I can actually adjust the level of that.
So my suitcase, I would want to have Ableton. I want to have my mic for speaking. I want to be able to have sounds from Spotify. That would be cool. Okay, so I'm learning here all the audio devices there. And again, you can see here Black Hole 2 channel, Black Hole 16 channel. I've tried Black Hole. It hasn't been effective for me. And that was always what was frustrating. So I'm choosing microphone here. I can see my microphone is going there. I don't see application. Oh, it has to be running application. Interesting. Streamlabs desktop. Okay. Let's keep watching.
Particular individual asset that's in.
For those that weren't able to see and visualize that, I added the microphone by going here and clicking it there. So documenting that little tidbit.
This microphone. I can go and select, let's say, Finder. I always like to have Finder because if I'm going to play something, I'm going to show something on screen, if I hit the space bar to see what that thing is, I do want to make sure that it is there.
That is really important. I am going to implement that. I also like that. So Loopback. I also want to go hit the plus, hit Finder. Excited to test this. All right.
One of the things you have to be mindful of when you select applications is that you have this options thing here, and if I leave this checked, and it is checked on default, so if you want to hear it yourself, you've got to make sure you uncheck that. So that's another thing that I would want to add in there. Another thing that I always add in is Ecamm Live because I'm utilizing that for a lot of the things, screen sharing and different other items that I'm using. So definitely want to make sure Ecamm Live is in there. Sometimes I have audio delay on my microphone. I'd rather select this and have my audio come through Ecamm
Yes.
Live than for it to
Hello.
come any other way. Another thing that I always like to have.
Okay, so I just went for mine and added Finder, like he said, and then I added Streamlabs Desktop because that's what I'm using to currently stream right now. This is cool. My gosh. Okay.
In my application or in my microphone for web apps like in this case EVMux, I want to have my Zoom. Zoom is another really great application. Sometimes I might have some people in Zoom while I'm having a live stream with EVMux, and so I would want to make sure that Zoom is there as well. Again, notice I have the ability to adjust the audio on any of these microphones where I see fit. And
Okay, so I also want Zoom in it as well. Let's see here. So Zoom. So don't want to overpower my CPU. I could literally hear my CPU going like trying to breathe. Hold on. Where's Zoom? Okay, so I like how easy it is to go and add things.
And for the applications, right? Not the physical microphones like the Rodecaster Pro, but for the applications, you do want to make sure you uncheck that box that says mute when capturing. Another one that this is a tricky question. Would I want to have Google Chrome in this microphone? The answer is no. Why? Because I'm going to use this mic for EVMux, which is already inside Google Chrome. I could possibly put Safari in here. I could possibly
I don't know what
put
EVBucks
Safari
is.
in here. I could possibly put some of these other things in here. But one of the things I am going to select real quick is Elgato Stream Deck. I'm going to put that into that microphone, select it. You can see that it is here. I'm going to uncheck that box. And again, I can also adjust the audio on that. Lastly,
Making a note, Stream Deck.
Safari, since it was mentioned. And if you don't see it in the list, you can just click on select application. And you can scroll through. You'll see all the applications on your computer. I mean, I've done tutorials with DaVinci Resolve, and so sometimes it's critical to be able to have DaVinci Resolve in the microphone so that I can showcase what's happening with DaVinci Resolve on screen, and I can allow my audience to hear what that sounds like. And then lastly, of course, microphone, so that it's critical to have, and don't see it in we will do Safari since it was mentioned. And if you don't see it in the list, you can just click on select application, and you can scroll through. You will see.
Okay, so I like that. Can go and select application. Let's go back to Loopback. So it's another gem. Alright, now Finder, the mic, Streamlabs, Zoom. God, this is so helpful. Select application. I guess I could have plugins stuff there too. I want to have Ableton Live on it. I want to have Spotify in it. Oh wow, I could have stuff from Sunday Keys go in it too. Interesting. Okay. Focus.
All the applications on your computer. I mean, I've done tutorials with DaVinci Resolve, and so sometimes it's critical to be able to have DaVinci Resolve in the microphone so that I can showcase what's happening with DaVinci Resolve on screen. And I can allow my audience to hear what that sounds like. And then lastly, of course, we talked about having the browser. And so since I'm not going to use Safari as my browser for EVMux, I am going to add that in here as well, and I can uncheck that box. And maybe I have something playing in Safari. And so now I have all these microphones. And you can see that these lines are all here, and they're all the microphone lines are coming into channel 1 and channel 2.
I want to experiment having Arc. That's the application that I use as my web browser.
This is your output channels. Not really much to do here. You can add some other things here if you'd like, and have the lines going to these if you would want that level of complexity. I would recommend, just for simplicity, to leave that as it is. Then lastly, you have the ability to monitor. Again, another layer of complexity. The only reason why you'd want to monitor is for you to be able to hear what this sounds like. And for the most part, since probably your headphones are the only headphones that audio is going to on your system, you don't necessarily need to have a monitor. So we're going to leave that blank as it is. Now, this mic is set up and it has all these things in it. What I want to showcase right now is that this mic would not be a good mic to use in Zoom. And this is Zoom over here. Why would this not be a good mic to use in Zoom? I can see your hand in the back, and you are correct, because we have Zoom in here. And so if we have Zoom in here, we don't want to include this. We don't want to take Zoom into Zoom, right? You have Zoom inside that suitcase. Do you want to take that into Zoom?
Okay, I don't want to take Zoom into Zoom. Thank you, kind sir. Let me go and delete Zoom. Thank you, good sir. Let's see here. Okay, go to the bottom, hit delete. I want to bring Ableton Live into Zoom. That will be spectacular.
Zoom? No, you want to take this into EVMux. That's what this mic was created for. And you'll notice that I have a mic created for Ecamm. I have a mic created for web apps. Basically anything I use in Chrome. And I have a mic.
I like the little highlight colors that he has, like how he's able to make the screen purple with the circle. I'm curious how he does that. Kirk, how do you do that? How are you doing that?
Created for Zoom. And I would recommend that you create mics that are specific to the situation you're in. Why do I have a different mic for Ecamm? Well, in my web apps mic, I have Ecamm included. In the Ecamm mic, I have Ecamm excluded, but I have Chrome included. You see, I have Chrome here. In my Zoom mic, I have Zoom excluded. I have Ecamm included. I also have Chrome included. So it's a subset of the same things, excluding the application that I'm actually going to. And because these mics are all on, right? Turn that off and on, always toggles it till it is now available on all over the computer. But because these mics are now on, they are now visible in the different applications. So let's take a look at what this looks like inside our web-based platforms. First one being EVMux. You can see that that's on screen right now. Let's make that full screen. We would just need to come here to settings, go to audio, and we would need to select new mic, which is the mic that we just created. Most of the time it's set to Rodecaster Pro, but in this case we would simply select new mic. You can see all the mics.
So my mic, what is it going to be? What is it going to be called? What is this called? Would it be called Loopback Audio 2? Output channels. That's how I added 3 and 4, but I don't want that. What if I called it new sound? Okay. So that should be the virtual device, and it's on. So if I go somewhere, what does this monitor stuff do? Monitor is how I can hear back. I do want to try it. Switching the loop back so you guys can see what I'm doing. Curiosity. Oh, curiosity. Da 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 da. Oh, I wouldn't want to put Ableton in Ableton, wouldn't I? No, I wouldn't. But I am looking to see if that mic is created. And as of right now, I don't, oh, I see input new sound. Okay, cool. Wow, God is good. Alright, so let me call it something like more colorful. Sound and color. And add some emojis to it. Put a little painting thing there because that's cool. And I'll put a little music note because that's cool too. Sound and color. Okay, I like that. And does it show up in Ableton? Maybe not. Not yet. Let me go to Zoom and see if it shows up there when I click on new meeting. So it's like, oh, I want to be on a Zoom call. Oh, wow. I wonder how people go and get like nice overlays in Zoom. Where is the sound and color one? I see new sound. Maybe it's because I have to refresh the app. Okay, that's fine. At least I saw the thing before I changed the name. Gotta get good before we get fancy, Razaak. Alright, and Zoom. Finish the video. Focus, focus, focus.
vMic for Zoom, vMic for web apps, new mic, vMic for Ecamm are all already there. So I'm selecting new mic, and it takes a second for it to register, but you can see now that my audio is being picked up from the Rodecaster Pro, which is included inside the new mic. In addition to what you will see here, if I were to play some music from the Finder, or
I was like,
what you will see here, if I were
a new habit that I do is whenever I go and see somebody's screen that they're sharing, I always pause and see if there's an app that I don't recognize. I take a screenshot of it.
play.
So for example, this one I'm taking a screenshot of because I always want to see what tools are there.
And I'm now, let's do that real quick. Here is Finder window. All right, got my Finder window from, if I were to,
I'll, after the stream, go and look at what this app is too. And it just helps expand my awareness of tools that creators are using. Because I'll tell you what, using outdated tools and outdated systems is not cute.
play some music from the Finder. Let's do that real quick. New Finder window. All right, got my Finder window here. Let's go to music. Here is some music here. I'm going to pull this to the side a little bit so you can see. This is Finder.
What happened to the stream? It's like the devil is a lie. Well, I was like, what happened to the stream? It's still going. Alright, continue to focus.
So keep your eye right there. And I'm now playing some music, right? So we're playing some music, and you can see that that's there pretty loud. So we can pull that down some, right? Pull that down.
I saw it, but I didn't hear it.
I'm now playing some music, right? So we're playing some music, and you can see that that's there pretty loud. So we can pull that down some, right? Pull that down some. Now the question is, how do we tell if that's playing inside EVMux? You can already see that it's playing right here, but let's go to the audio. You can see that that's playing. So that audio is now inside EVMux. And we can simply come back here and turn that music off. So that's Finder. Finder is now playing in EVMux. What if we wanted to play something from Ecamm? So Ecamm has sound effects. If I play the applause, you're going to see it here. And see that
Haha. Haha. I can't wait to get sound effects. That's gonna be awesome. Should be able to sync them up in Ableton and use a mini pad.
inside EVMux. If I play music, see that that's playing here, and you can see that that's playing inside EVMux. The idea there being that you are playing.
Wait, how did he do that?
And again, you can see that that is playing here, and again, you can see that it's playing inside EVMux. If I play music, see that that's playing here, and you can see that that's playing inside EVMux. The idea there being that if you are playing music,
So if I'm even playing the music in Spotify, but Spotify's linked to whatever I'm streaming with, whether that's Streamlabs, OBS, then it goes there.
you definitely want to ensure that you're wearing headphones and that your settings are set so that you are not canceling noise, right? Because sometimes the platforms that you're using can see the background music as noise, as background noise. So you can see that my background noise setting is off. Same thing you'll want to do in Zoom as well. Similarly, we could do the same inside StreamYard. So here we are in StreamYard. Go to settings, go to audio right here, go to the mic, and you would simply go to new mic. Now, I have some other mics that were created, but I'm just looking at this one because this is the one that we created together in this video. And you can see my audio is already being picked up here. You can also see that background noise is unchecked, echo cancellation unchecked. And so if I play some music, let's double click here to get, let's do the same thing with Ecamm again. We'll play some sound effect. This is the DJ air horn. You can see that that's playing there. You can also see that it's playing here. Let's do that one more time. That's playing there. And so that sound is not being suppressed, and it is working well for us. So that is StreamYard. StreamYard will be set and ready to go with that new mic virtual. Again, here in a restream, right? Same concept. Hit the arrow next to your microphones. You get all the list of microphones. You can see now that there's new mic virtual. We select that one. And if you were to go to the wheel, go to the wheel for settings and go to audio, you'll see that that audio indicator is there. It's picking up sound right now. And if we do the same test as we did before, where we play something through Ecamm, you'll see that that audio is being picked up. You'll see that that audio is being picked up. So those are some of the quick things that we can do. I did want to showcase even here that even inside my community platform, which is Kajabi, I can select my microphones. If I go here, I can go to audio settings, and you can see similar to all the other web-based
That's a game changer.
audio is here. I can select the new mic, and once I select that, hit apply, that audio is going to then be picked up from that
That's another thing I want to be able to do, be able to put it in
I'm going to unmute my mic.
apps like Discord or school.
So there, that is the magic of Loopback in a nutshell. And I really think it's super beneficial for anybody that is a course creator, teaching something. There's so many different ways to be able to utilize these sound effects to bring them into your live stream, bring them into your videos, bring them into your experience virtual microphones on the fly. One thing I'll share with you here, just as a bonus at the end of our crash course, is that you also want to make sure you don't feel bad about creating multiple microphones. Create as many as you need for the
Aha.
scenarios that you find yourself in. Loopback pricing and information will be in the description below as well. One of the things that I always find interesting is, of course, when we're doing this crash course series, is that there is always questions about the different platforms that we highlighted. We've highlighted a number of them today, and so if you're interested in learning more about Ecamm, EVMux, or even StreamYard, I've got a whole crash course series right here. It's a playlist, a new playlist on our YouTube channel, and in there we cover several platforms. This video will be added to that playlist along with StreamYard, EVMux, and Ecamm, and we're adding more. So keep checking back. Yeah, like I said, hit that playlist right there, click on one of those videos, and we'll see you over there.
God bless you, Kirk. Appreciate you, my man. Okay, so let's see here. I want to go and put it into action and test it out. Oh, I want to watch PLV's video. Just so I can see her. Shout out PLV, not PLC. PLV. Shout out PLV Music. A YouTube creator who's, oops. In terms of sharing all things. Content creation, music. Let's see here. I've been watching a lot of her videos and it's been very, very helpful. So there's the one video. This is such a blessing. I've been trying to figure these things out for the longest time. How to record screen, how to have audio that sounds clean, how to go and have apps go through it.
Your complete masteries, trusted by producers and engineers.
Which is what we're gonna choose. For us, we need to do.
So one thing about how I learned is I just have to watch things over and over. I'm a repetition person and I have to also just do it. So this is me just learning in real time and just documenting part of the process.
One more step.
POV.
This is where we would open our Loopback. There will also be a link to download and buy Loopback in the description. But what you have to do in Loopback is.
Interesting. Oh, Adobe Premiere is the app that she uses to edit videos. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so she has one with mic and one without the mic.
To add a new virtual device over here on the bottom that we're going to rename SoundBridge Audio. And here in this one, we need to send, so the source SoundBridge or whatever DAW you use, and it's going to be sent into an output channels, which is going to be the SoundBridge Audio, which is what we're going to choose in OBS. So one more thing you have to do, I don't know why they do this, but it's muted when capturing by default, so make sure to untick this, otherwise you won't have any sound coming through, and it's stupid, it's ridiculous, but you just gotta be aware of it. So now that we have our SoundBridge audio, we can go back here. I'm probably gonna have T, which is actually sub audio, a little bit of, so let me just have, now that we have
I wanted to see what the app stack was.
into an output for two. And here to do in Loopback is to be a link to download and buy Loopback in the description.
That's fine. Alright, so I can add Discord. Let me see here. Loopback. Ableton. So if I want audio from Zoom to go in. Sometimes it's the grief of just like being like, oh, it wasn't that hard to figure out. Just wasn't using the right tool or whatever. Okay. Focusing forward. How big loop back weird. I wonder about like, alright, whatever. Just test it, see if it works.
So I'm going to show you how I pass sound from Ableton straight into a software called Loopback, and then Loopback into a Google Meets, so that someone on the receiving end can receive the Ableton sound.
That is what I'm looking for.
Let's start off with the sound.
A Google Meets.
Do whatever it is, but the input is where it is. I could just turn this on, and it comes out of there. So
He has different monitors.
laptop speakers, I could just turn this
Scarlet.
on, and it comes out of there.
Audio interfaces off.
Okay. No signal, so it doesn't come out from net number, but actually take this and also put my laptop. Look at the each turn. And the sound was, let's just press play here. On my right.
Alright. I believe it's time to go and give this a go. Another helpful thing, want to document, I like having a clear YouTube screen without anything on it. It just helps me in terms of not getting distracted. And so there's a plugin for it. I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head. But if you're watching that and you want to clear a YouTube screen, just do that. Let me see if I just end the stream now and then try to figure it out in the thing. No, Razaak. Push through, pull up, loop back. Okay. So much quieter without the little water sound. Where is loop back on my computer? This. Here are all the things that I've linked. I want to link Discord. I do use CapCut to edit things, so that would be helpful. I'll switch to Premiere Pro eventually. Just anything that I would use, and I'd be like, what sound? Anything I would use with sound. Of the Portal app. Such a good app. Oh. I guess I would want Moises on there. Yeah. Do use that. This is so cool. I've never heard any sound come from Discord, but apparently people are having sound coming in through Discord. Wow, I could route sound from FaceTime. Conversations from there. Else. What else? What else? That's it. So I want to have one with mic and then one without mic, right? See if there's an option to copy. There's not. Okay. Why did he say delete pass through? So now it's the time to go and try this out. I have Ableton here. Let me pull out that project with the drone on it, actually. Let's see, I should have an Ableton one. Oh, I deleted it, didn't I? Get the water bubble sound. Okay, background vibe. It's pulling that up. It's pulling up the worship drone. Where's Ableton so that y'all can see it? Getting Ableton onto the stream. Learning about different scenes. Adding that, add a new source. Add Ableton. Application capture. Live. Okay, there's Papa Ableton. I want to figure out a way where every time it just automatically cuts that red thing off. Thing out. Time. Working on stream. Stream of consciousness. Okay, so I can go and see Ableton now. If I want it hidden, and I can just hide it there. Okay. Still learning about overlays. There's a loopback. So now I want to make sure the little bubble stream, the water thing that I learned how to do, background water is turned off. So I have some background water in Ableton. I want to put like a worship drone on it. File. Where's the import? Export audio. Or audio track. No, but I'm literally, import audio. Okay. I want that in there. Oh, that's turning. I'm gonna go and change that to different color. My brain happy. Where is this clip? No, it exists. Oh, it's just loading. Okay, cool. Patience. Patience until it goes. I have to learn CPU management now. Hold on. Where's Oh no, Ableton is not happy. It's giving me a star of death. Hold on. Alright, no, it's dead now. Okay. That's my microphone there. Ableton is playing in Sound Labs, which I like. Now I want to learn how to go and have this be in Zoom and test that. So I'm in Zoom. I'm starting Zoom. I'm in the meeting in Zoom, audio, sound and color, baby. Now, I can see my thing there. I don't see Ableton sound going there yet. May not. Let me test the auto speaker.